countries and the Islamic group of 56 countries. That is a big role in what happens at the UN.
Because 56 countries is more than a quarter
Yes.
of the entire UN membership. And sometimes I think people have a habit of looking at the United Nations, treating it with a great degree of reverence, as if it is this independent institution that has sworn an oath to the sacred UN Charter, when in fact it is essentially the sum of its parts, and those parts are not particularly liberal and not particularly democratic.
That's right. I think certainly in Europe and many other countries, I grew up in Canada, when the headline says the United Nations Human Rights Council said, people imagine, and the Lord said to Moses at Sinai. They imagine men in long white beards dressed in white robes strolling along Mount Olympus, making their decisions based on facts, logic, or morality.
And I find that so often being interviewed, where the interviewer will say, according to the United Nations or the UN Special Rapporteur, and it just has this halo of sanctity around it that
Absolutely.
you cannot touch.
There's this impression that it's, there's a decision of Socrates, Aristotle, or Plato, when in fact, those sitting around the table are historically Gaddafi, Castro, and the House of Saud sitting around the Human Rights Council.
So let's slaughter that sacred cow and have a look at what the United Nations really is as an institution.